What's up, everyone, and welcome to this 10th anniversary MTGOnes Legacy main event. We are done with the Swiss portion of this tournament. 7 rounds. 126 players. All done. All right, now we got the top 8, and we would like to jump into the first quarterfinals match. As always, it's the two boys from the Everyday Tournament podcast, Callum, my boy, and me, Kai, your boy. All right, and we got two more boys here on camera.
What's that song? Too many boys, too many.
Yeah,
that's not how it goes.
This is a really interesting matchup. So we've seen one of the two decks before in the Swiss. I think it was in round 4 or 5. I think is Jeskai Wizards on the right hand side. Right?
Flame of Arnaud,
Snapcaster Age, Tamios,
Tam coming down,
and Meddling Mages coming at you. All right. On the other side, we have Cephalid Breakfast, a deck we haven't really seen today.
No,
it's like at all.
In my opinion, this is like one of the top 3 decks in the format. But it
really is.
It's obviously it's in the top 8. One copy here. We'll tell you the top 8 in just a second. But it wasn't everywhere today. Like, it's very good.
Yeah.
So we'll get deck lists in the chat soon. We'll get everything out there. There'll be loads on social media. But very quick rundown of the top 8. It's really cool. I don't know if I can swear.
Yeah, no, you should.
It's Doomsday, Jeskai Wizards, Cephalid Breakfast, Ruby Storm, Tez with white, so Orange Charm, 2 Blueberry Animators as you expect, and then Cloud Post, who is obviously Lucas. Big futurism.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So I got 2 questions. Where are the Nardo players? And second, where are the Eldrazi players?
The Eldrazi players didn't seem to do well.
Yeah, they got stomped by Rakdos decks.
Yeah. Oh, here it is, the Wizards, the main deck Meddling Mages.
Look at this dude.
So, I think it's safe to assume that like everyone probably knows what each other's playing. He names Nadu.
Yeah. Okay.
He names Nadu. What a good name.
Interesting.
So the match we saw Arnaud play before, like it was like Jeskai mid-range control. Now we're seeing the actual Wizards main deck Meddling Mage, baby.
Yeah, turn 1 Wizard, turn 2 Wizard.
So Arnaud went 5-0, then double ID in the Swiss. Great showing.
Very great.
Yeah. And so this is the Cephalid Breakfast with Nadu. Obviously, as you're crazy not to play it like that without these days. How do you think of this matchup? How do you think it'll go?
Man, this is an interesting one. I honestly, the short answer is I don't know. I really don't know. I would assume that it's gonna be a grindy match. I don't think that Jeskai Wizards just simply let Cephalid Breakfast do its thing. So I expect long games. I expect like Teferi time, like fights over Teferi Time Raveler. Nadu is gonna be a big one, but so is like Flame of Honor Snapcaster Mage, like the value engine of the Jeskai deck.
Flame of Honor can like destroy Shuko, killing other creatures.
Oh yeah,
Nomad's can redirect the damage and stuff. But as you said, there's tons of interaction on both sides. Like the onus is on Cephalid Breakfast as the combo deck to like beat the control deck. But this deck from Arnaud is like just packed full of interaction, removal spells, counter magic, as you'd expect from a Jeskai deck. So
I think fortunately for Jeskai, maybe I think the Jeskai deck has a lot of the good tools to fight what Cephalid is trying to do, right? Because it's mostly creatures that all die to some effects. Cephalid Breakfast is kind of weak to Pyroblast effects too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the combo of just like swords, Pyroblast, and then Snapcasters after that is just killer against them.
Oh, all right, dude. This is the moment where you need like fire effects on stream, dude. This is like a 2-for-1 land.
Air horn.
Yeah, so we get Narcomoeba off. This is just so random. This happens like I don't know how often this happens. Like once per day.
50 games. But if anyone didn't see it, the Hedge Maze was fetched. It's the ETB Surveil 1 land, and when Narcomoeba is put into your graveyard from your library, which it is with the Surveil, it comes into play.
Yeah, dude.
That is just value.
That is just value.
Speaking of value, there's loads of Nadus in Guillaume's hand.
Okay.
What did that Meddling Mage name? It's pretty good name.
Pretty good name, but so is Teferi. So this is a big one. This is the card for worth fighting over.
Yeah. I have to imagine there's going to be some kind of response, because like Teferi can just like obviously Tamiyo shouldn't have power because it's a very pushed wonder already. But like the 0 power being a creature, it's kind of misleading. You see the board, there's 2 creatures in play.
It is,
it's
yeah.
not really. So Teferi loves to come down on the board with like 1 creature with power and bounce it. So yeah, as you said, predicted, this is going to be fighting over it. And
interesting. Okay.
You could have also played the Flame of Honor to draw 2 cards, but I always hate those kind of greedy plays unless you're really behind losing. I feel like I see a lot of times like brainstorm as your only blue cards are fetched, and you're like, if I find another blue card, I could find like 2 other cards as well.
I thought, I thought there's like an argument for like cracking a clue maybe before you force, because you can still play around those. But
yeah, that's fair.
But
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, like Flame of Honor is like such a valuable card.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like we saw it in action like previously, but
he probably thinking like he can search for a surveil land here is pretty value as well.
Okay.
Yeah. There we see Flame of Honor on the board. I love this card. it's just like it's a very fun card to play with, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a decent card anyway, just like an instant speed divination or a removal spell. The flexibility is great, just for an artifact, but then it's cool because it rewards you for deck building and it rewards you for playing some wizards to the board. It's a really well designed card in my opinion.
Does also like remind me of Cryptic Command a little bit with Snapcaster especially.
Yeah.
Like back then, like you used to like bounce your own Snapcaster mate, draw another card, counter something, and
now you can do
blah
5
blah blah
damage
blah
to
blah.
it.
Yeah.
But no, it's so true though. It is like a Cryptic Command from Analyst.
Yeah.
But it's even better though. Like draw 2 and kill a creature. That's powerful. It is. Alrighty, we've really the hand of Cephalid Breakfast has not come together. It was like rebanking that Teferi resolving because now we see 2 Nadus, a Nomads, Memory's Journey, and I think a Dread Return at the back.
Okay,
so there's some stinkers.
Yeah, we got a couple of stinkers and uncastables.
Yeah, like here you can throw out the Nomads. It's probably fine to do against a deck with so much instant speed removal. It's like you're not going to play around Source of Plowshares by not playing creatures on the board, but the Memory's Journey and the Dread Return is just bad, and this Meddly Mage is amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
this is really interesting, right? Like people have been asking for like how do we hate on Nadu? Like how can we defeat that? Make sure that
just
play Meddly
Jeskai
Mage.
Wizards, obviously. yeah.
Hate this deck.
Yeah. It's always one of these interesting things like Disruptor Flute that we saw from Post earlier. Like it's a similar thing where you name a card, and from Arnaud's side, he has no idea if it's doing anything. But we can see it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, he would just play Nadu here and like, well, it's just very good. So Meddly Mage doing some work, but now we can make a construct. We've got 2 creatures. The board starts to get together. Cephalid Breakfast can gum up the board with lots of idiots and buy time and stuff. But at the same time, Tamiyo...
It's worth pointing out that like none of the creatures on the battlefield are particularly powerful, like power toughness wise. Like this is not
Amoeba.
This is not like Pyrogoyf territory.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect jellyfish like that. But
so we have what? We have 1/1s, we have an 0/3, and we have a 2/2. Cool.
There's going to be a construct as well.
It's going to be a 1/1 construct.
Yeah,
but it comes a 3/3 maybe.
Look, in a cast, it could be really big. Cool. Alright, here we see Arnaud rebuying the Force of Will with Mystic Sanctuary. We saw him do this on camera last time as well.
Interesting.
Put it on top, crack a clue. And this is it. Like Tamiyo just keeps generating value. Ooh, we're going to see a Memory's Journey shuffle the Force of Will in maybe.
Interesting. That is...
I don't hate it.
Yeah, you're gonna give up on the construct though.
You give up on the construct. The construct's just like the chances of constructs getting there is just so low. But the upside here is, I think his out. He needs to find a prismatic ending if they're in the deck or a Source of Plowshares. I'm not sure exactly the composition, but he needs a removal spell for the Meddly Mage or to draw a Cephalid Illusionist. Like so, he needs to draw a card for it, and then he doesn't have like a redundant one already. So a Force of Will is just killer against what he needs to draw into. So I like going for this. I think it makes a lot of sense to me. Just
totally.
Just try and shoot the ball because he could draw a Cephalid Illusionist, and well, then there might not be a Source of Plowshares or another Force of Will. And now it's ready to flash back in case there's like a Snapcast or something as well. So
completely randomize the top.
Yeah. So, but we see 5 cards in hand. There's a Flame of Honor. There's a Source of Plowshares. The hand for Wizards is looking pretty good. Now,
Yeah, checking on the 1/1s.
you have played a lot of Cephalid Breakfast. Tell us how funky and hard to like something to understand the whole redirecting damage thing.
It's honestly it's a little tedious. And like Nomus and Core has this 0 mana ability where you can redirect the next point of damage to someone else, to some other creature you control, right? So it's particularly confusing in combat, I think.
Yeah.
Especially when you do combine things with First Strike and all that sort of stuff.
There's no real shortcut for it in like half the scenarios as well. Half the time,
But
if it's getting lightning bolted, you can then redirect it to something else.
Exactly, yeah.
But if it's like separate instances of damage, or if it's it's First Strikey, things are just weird.
Right.
So Arnaud just picking it up, being like, just making sure I know what this does. Because so he's attacking here, saying, look, if you block the Narcomoeba and the Nomads, then I can play a removal spell. And it doesn't matter if it's redirected to the Narcomoeba, because it's going to kill one of them. So say there's a Flame of Arnaud here. He could target the Nomads, and Guillaume will redirect it to the Narcomoeba, and it'll kill the Narcomoeba. Or he can just target the Narcomoeba and get it done with, like, don't give him a choice if you want to. But it doesn't matter. It's still going to be then 1/1 left on the 2/2 at the end. So I think it's fine. And there's a Swords as well. It's another Tamio in hand, I can see.
Dude, it's looking great for Arnaud.
Yeah. Spoiler of riches.
No complaints.
And no blocks. Makes sense. Okay, another Saga. This is pretty where you're like, okay, I'll make a construct. Make some more construct next turn. He's at 12, which is not nothing, but it's a fairly healthy life turn.
Yeah, it's healthy. Yeah. This game is, as you predicted, it's slower.
Yeah. Drawing the Dread Return is such a killer for the breakfast, because you need to then, like, if you can assemble the combo with Illusionist and Nomads, you still need to, like, Cabal Therapy yourself to get it out of your hand.
So you can't hard pass that card.
Yeah.
At all.
Not in this build.
Wow.
In the older ones before Nadu, you'd usually play like
an
one Underground Sea and one Scrubland.
Right.
But in these builds, the mana's stretched already for Bant. Bant with Sagas. Yeah. Mana is a pain point for this deck, really. Like, it hates Blood Moon, it hates Back to Basics, it doesn't like Wasteland as well. Like, it kind of skirts them a lot by just being a very low to the ground deck, and you can go Nomads into Illusionist, but yeah, it doesn't like that. Alright, so here's the Motley Crew. 2/2 construct. Could become a 3/2.
Dude, that's currently the most powerful thing on the battlefield.
What a 3/2. Yeah. But Flame of Arnaud is going to do some business. Draw 2, destroy a construct or something. For getting in with the Narcomoeba. Could do 5 damage to the Narcomoeba.
We could do 5.
Swords it. Here comes the Flame. So destroy Shuko, draw 2 probably.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Like the Meddling Mage still seems Nadu, but I think it's always great to just take care of these like Shuko effects maybe. So just in case, right? Like if a Nadu slips through,
they're weirdly annoying, aren't they?
Yeah.
yeah, it's right, because Nadu can't slip through unless the Meddling Mage goes, but maybe a Prismatic Ending comes or something.
Yeah. I mean, this is like what the Jeskai deck does, right? Like it's so like slowly, step by step, it's gonna just plug in all the holes basically, and just
like he's not gonna let the shields go down. There's still the swords. I think we've seen him draw a Force of Will now as well. It's definitely like a kind of anaconda, just
yeah.
just getting tighter and tighter until finally you're kind of. But man, Cephalid Breakfast. It can come back from some crazy wiggle out situation. Maybe it's the nimble mongoose of our day.
Dude, it totally can. It totally can. Yeah, man. Like a top deck Cephalid Illusionist, and with maybe like a force backup or something like that, and boom, all of a sudden, you win the game. That's something that you can't do with Jeskai Wizards, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can just draw a Meddling Mage.
Yeah.
Name whatever's killing you.
Yeah. It's been like all honest work. So.
Yeah. 2 mana 2/2.
2 mana 2/2s getting in.
That's also just like discarded the 2 best cards for ever in your opponent's hand.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Because Arnaud's had the answers for these Nadus, but like he needs to spend mana on them. He needs to like get away with it. He needs to swords maybe the Nomads before the Nadu come into play. So Yeah, the middle mage is doing so much work here. All right, and we draw in the land. The constructs could get quite big. We've got a 1/1 currently, but it's going to make another 2/2. Then a 3/3 comes. You get another Shuko. It's a 4/4, 5/4 when you equip. Outclasses a 2/2, but I think the fact that like they grow in power and toughness so quickly based on a source of power she has on 1, it's just going to shrink another one. You can just like become a 1/1 quickly.
Right,
and stuff. So,
right.
Yeah, and Tamiyo being like laughing at the nomads and Nakamiba trying to attack now. It's just like, yeah, it's looking great for the wizards. Attacks for 0. I wonder if there's going to be a play. Make a construct. And the Tamiyo is the clock now, right?
Tamiyo is the win condition.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah. Like the middling mage could maybe get there, but you don't really want to spend a removal spell now on one of the 1/1s that's kind of getting blanked by Tamiyo. So depending on how things go, like he might just like snapcast a Flame of Anor now and pull further ahead. But I don't think he even needs to attack with the middle mage anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No, protect the Tamiyo. Yeah. Here this comes. Kill a construct. Draw 2. Oh, I love some value. Snapcast the Flame of Anor is very cool.
It's very juicy.
So we're going to see the Flashback Memories journey, at least.
Good. Yep. Dude, I already forgot about that card. Yeah.
Yep. Just get out of there. So I guess you can shuffle back in the Flame of Anor. You could probably just do that. You could put back in... I'm not sure if it's like a single graveyard. You can only target one graveyard. So you couldn't do like the Flame of Anor and then your own Shuka back in to get with the Saga.
I don't know if you can do that.
No, I think it's just one graveyard. But still, value.
Okay.
Puts the land back in as well. Because
sure,
might as well let him draw effect.
Yeah. That's all part of the game.
Yeah. But it's looking tough for our octopus friends. Yeah, because now with the Snapcaster as well to come up the board. Yeah. I guess you can go and fetch Shuka number 2 to attack the Tamiya for 1.
Yeah, like Narcomoeba at least flies.
Yeah.
So it's like as long because it was the -7 ability I think of Tamiyo.
Yeah.
It goes up in like in +2 chunks.
Yeah.
So if you can equip the Narcomoeba with the Shuko, then at least you don't make it go up anymore.
Yeah, it goes up 1 a turn.
Oh, okay. So I guess you slow it down then.
Yeah, exactly. Bit. Yeah. I know it also has a 4th Lingus in hand, so just can play that Fireball at some point. Classic Jeskai Fireball.
Classic Jeskai, yeah. The classic Wizard move. To kill with human knights.
Don't resent it.
I don't know. I just don't like that. Like if I would rather play like some other wizard like Curse Catcher. I don't even know. That's just like the first wizard that just came into my mind. Curse Catcher.
Not Patron Wizard.
Patron. Oh yeah, shit. We talked about Patron Wizard too. Tap a wizard, daze a spell.
Curse Catcher is the first wizard that came to your heads. Oh my god. Everyone in chat.
It's like a one-shot Patron wizard.
But you could tap it.
Oh, you can tap, sack, and then like boom, boom, double days. Gotcha.
Basically twin. All right, chat. If anyone's in chat, what is your favorite wizard? Because I think Willbend is pretty sick as well. I love that one.
There's so many. There are so many.
All the morphs are Willbenders. Well, the cool is Snapcast is just a great wizard as well.
Yeah.
It's just... it's one of the most perfect designed cards for me. Yeah. Bauer says, Tim is cool. Tim is very cool. Yeah. Prodigal Sorcerer. Here we see the Fireball.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is 5 knights, human knights.
These are the dudes that she tells you not to worry about. Dude, this is these are 5/2/2 haste. So it's like the power, Arnaud is very consistent with the power toughness of his team. It's
2/1, 2/2.
It's all bears
or 0/3.
All 0/3s or a bunch of 2/2s.
I believe this is just lethal.
Okay.
Like one creature can block a 2/2, and it's 12.
Wow, and that will do it. That will do it. Interesting. Okay, dude, this is excellent for Jeskai Wizards. No? Because I thought, generally speaking, like combo decks have the upper hand in game number 1 because there are so many dead cards in opposing decks. Probably. And the sideboard games get a little trickier for combo decks in general, but like
Generally, but he has a sideboard card in his main deck. Meddling Mage, basically.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
It was amazing.
I wonder like how often he won with Meddling Mage, just with Meddling Mage. Like imagine if you play against Doomsday and you just dock this guy.
What do you name?
Edge of Autumn. I don't know. But like this like it's so, you know, Legacy has changed a lot. I think like before, like this is just me talking like a boomer, like, but like 10 years ago, like people played like Dazes and Spell Pierce and Spell Snare and Stifle and Flusterstorm and Invasive Surgery and Force of Will and, you know, like, and fucking Counter Spell too.
No one
right? Like so many different cards that kind of do similar effects, right? Whereas like now, I think it's way easier what to name with a card like Meddling Mage, because decks tend to be more like 4-off heavy.
It's true. I think that's true from a control or mid-range side against combo. Like a combo deck is built to have the single thing. One of the big like begrudges or downfalls of Cabal Therapy, why it's kind of fallen off, is because of the printing of Force Negation and so many other like cards to have interaction against combo decks. So like Cabal Therapy has lost a lot of stocks because, you know, what do you name? There's too much stuff from the fair deck.
Okay.
Whereas on the flip side though, yeah, combo decks are going to be built with like a combo in mind generally.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the sideboard.
Hit us.
So we got the sideboard of the Cephalid Breakfast deck, and we see one copy of Haywire Might. We can see 2 Fairy Macaques, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Soul Guide Lantern, 3 Consign to Memory, 2 Hydroblast, 2 Force Negation, and 3 Prismatic Endings. I do like the Hydroblasts quite a bit because they counter Flame of Honor and Pyroblast more importantly.
Yeah, makes sense. Totally sold there.
I don't know about the rest.
I think you need prismatic endings
For Meddling Mages?
Yeah, like there are 4 source splashes in the main deck, and you know, Guillaume didn't find one to deal with that Meddling Mage.
Fair.
But I think so. Prismatic ending also gets rid of Flip Tamiyo, which like he kind of struggled with that.
Oh
game.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you need a ton more. Like you can look at things like Pithing Needle names Tamiyo, fine, but Arnaud's probably fine just having the front side just make token stuff.
Okay.
Consign to Memory like can counter the Snapcaster ETB, but I'm not excited about that. There could be another reason to bring Consign is like there could be a sideboard card I'm not remembering or something, but
possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also look at Force Negation potentially, but I think that's probably more for combo mirrors. Yeah. My guess is 2 Hydroblast, 3 Prismatic Endings, and then you could probably even like trim a Swords or 2 for the Prismatic Endings, just because
you
don't need instant speed,
right?
And they can get rid of Tamiyo, so potentially
right, and you also don't want to try to control the control deck.
Yeah.
You know, like if you want to generate more card advantage, that's generally a good thing. But like you don't want to draw too many wide removal spells against the control deck.
You want to be asking the questions,
right?
Yeah. You could bring in the Haywire Might as well as like a hedge for Rest in Peace or something like that.
Oh, sure.
I'm not sure they'll play Rest in Peace because of Snapcaster and Tamiyo rebuying stuff, but there could be some like I don't know. Actually, you know what? We saw Graphica's Cage.
We saw the cage,
already. So Haywire Might, just because you can find it off the Urza Saga, maybe that's a consideration as well as a hedge, because these are still closed deck lists. They don't know each other's decks. They probably know each other's archetypes, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Interesting. Okay.
I think you'd also you could trim a Force of Will probably in this matchup.
That's possible. Or like maybe on the Cephalids a little bit, or on I don't know if you need 2 Narcomoeba still. Like if the game go long, then you might just have like random constructs that you can sacrifice to Dread Return anyway.
I think you want to keep the high roll potential that like you just go like Nomads.
You mean on the play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we'll see. If Cage is in play, you can't Saga for Might, right?
You can't Saga for Might? I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because it's a creature entering,
yeah,
from the library.
Good point. This is why you need to come and do commentary next year.
Speaking of next year, so the dates are announced already. So if you like what you see right now, we had, again, 126 players in the room fighting for a top 8. Good vibes in the room.
Beautiful.
Good food. Good company. Everything was great near Lyon. The date for the next tournament is confirmed. It's the last It's the end of May, beginning of June, 2016. So this year, in just a couple of months.
Awesome. Awesome.
I don't know if I will be here. I don't know if we will be doing this again. But let's see. There's a high chance because the last 3 events I've always been here in Lyon. And yeah, dude, like I don't know many tournaments where you can go and play for an FBB Black Border Underground C.
I mean,
that's the first prize.
Or you could go to Eternal Weekend and play for basic lands.
You can.
I think
dude.
one land is a little bit cooler than the rest.
Oh shit! Also got to mention that this was an ELM qualifier in addition, I think. So yeah, just lots of stuff, you know, to win. And again, the prizes went all the way down to top 32 in a 126 player tournament, right? We did the math a little bit, but I think it's like every 5th or 6th player.
Did we?
I like roughly.
Well, 32 is 128. 4 times, so 1 and 4.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, whatever you said then. Whatever number you said.
Yeah, 1 and 4 is gonna get a prize.
But yeah, and other than that, if you missed the last couple of rounds, make sure to go check out the link down below. It's Le Coin de Ja on Facebook. Not on Facebook, on YouTube. God damn it. On Facebook. On YouTube. All right. And you're on YouTube. They're all going to be up there, and you can rewatch all the matches. And I got to say, most of them were pretty cool and interactive.
What was your favorite?
I'm just like trying to remember like the one I enjoyed the most. I did like the Ruby Storm versus Jeskai Wizards match a lot because
that's my choice
it just showed like how much this Ruby Storm that can put like drag and pull, and grind.
We see Magus of the Moon. Oh, spicy. Magus is gonna be killer.
Oh, that's a wizard too.
That is a wizard.
That's a wizard, Harry. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. And there's a Red Blast and a Force Wheel as well.
Yeah, really nice looking hand.
You know what? I think this Magus could just steal the game immediately. It's so good.
It might. Okay.
Oh, we see a basic forest.
Yeah, but it destroys the sagas, and that's great. That's great. Yeah, it's like anything that chokes Guillaume's deck, you know, slowly. So
we see the Cephalid come down. He's probably like, you know, again, it's going to get blasted or swords at any point, so you just play your cards. Arnaud could Red Elemental Blast this. Probably a approach to take.
On the stack.
Yeah. Because if you kill it while it's in play, you know, you could mill a useful card, but you could also mill 3 Narcomoebas.
Yeah, that's very possible. We saw it in the first game. It's actually very likely that's going to happen.
110%. You mill 3 out of the 2 Narcomoebas in the deck.
But of course, you can also chill.
Yeah.
Yep. And just let it sit in play.
So he swords it. Okay, so he'll get the trigger. So he's valuing the red... Okay, I like this actually. He's valuing the Red Blast in hand more than the swords because Red Blast counters an item in the stack rather than in play.
Also, makes very time Raveler too, yeah.
True. Yeah.
These are the big hits.
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
I like it. Playing tight. So, is there more lands in hand? I think so. There's also Brainstorm, Red Blast, Silver Force Will, Magus.
And just again, this pesky meddling mage. Ready to name Nadu again, maybe, or someone else. Something else.
Guillaume has the Dread Return in hand again as well.
Oh god damn it!
Funny if you get like
that card.
Meddling Mage named Dread Return. I was like, shit, I can't cast it now. We see, the Dread Return, also a Nard at the front. I'm worried that Arnaud doesn't have a land here, but we can't really see his hand. Let's see. Because, like, you'll keep a hand that's 1 fetch, Brainstorm, Force of Will, Red Blast, Swords, any day of the week. But let's see. There we go. Okay, no red, though. Ooh. Flash something. Ponder. Okay, so no Red Blast up. This is the... I think... Yeah, no 3rd land. This is it. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, so no 3rd land, no red mana as well. This is... I'm not sure if he found the island off the Brainstorm. Maybe he had it already. But it does feel like, he's a bit land light here. So otherwise you would leave out the red blast to counter a Teferi or something. There's 2 forces, red blast, and he found the 3rd land. So we are looking at Omegas coming down with 2 force wheel backup potentially. And like Guillaume really needs to like land something this turn to make one of the forces go through.
A little confusing because the Flutter Strand could have also fetched a basic plains, not a Tundra.
I think he might not have had the basic island, so he needs to go Swords of Past end of turn, then untap and cast a cantrip. I think. Yeah. But, you know, I think the Magus is just going to be so good that you don't care if you don't have white mana. Is my assumption. But there's, happy to see Wizards, sad to see lands in front. Look, you can't win them all. I'm not a lands in front. Like, I don't care. Okay, Arnaud playing it slow. He's like, okay, the Magus is not GG. Might want to like grab a Saga. There's the Teferi, and now he's got the red mana up. There's a Snapcaster. Oh, he might have put the Magus back with the Brainstorm, actually. Okay. Yeah, Red Blast, Swords, Double Force, Brainstorm, Snapcaster. Okay, so he's put the Magus back with the Brainstorm. Probably wants to get a bit more set up, a bit more safe behind things. And again, when you're looking for a 3rd land, he didn't get it until the Ponder shuffled and got it.
Right.
So he didn't have the red mana or the 3rd land. So putting it back makes a ton of sense there. In my head, it was just like, this card is going to be GG if he finds the 3rd land, but it took putting it back to get there. His position is still very good. Yeah. Okay, so Guillaume now has 2 Teferis, a Nadu, Dread Return, I think a Swords, and the Oracle as well. So this is the classic breakfast thing of sometimes you just draw your Dread Return and the Oracle. It's a bit rotten.
Yeah. Could you really use a Brainstorm mode too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brainstorm is just draw 3 there.
Oh, this is an end of turn Snapcaster Brainstorm.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think this is I think this was always an unutilized thing just to get a body on the ground, get things clocking in. But now you get a wizard in play as well. Yeah. Very cool, very cool. So I think, Guillaume probably wanted to ponder there for another land so he can, like, go further with his board state, also then land a 3-drop, at least make Arnaud, like, trade a card for it or something. Now he's just a bit behind on mana. The blasts are going to be trading up efficiency as well. Wizards getting ahead again. Whiz. Because he could land a Tamio.
Yeah, so we are... Okay, we're playing that now. Tamio.
Tam.
Yeah, holding up lots of counter magic.
And do you Swords end of turn here?
Yeah, you can... now you definitely do.
Now you do.
Right? And
I was going to say, this is the fear if you don't. Like, it passes. Brainstorm in response.
Yeah. Maybe this Brainstorm was a little aggressive. Like, if Guillaume had a Swords of Plowshares, like, it's very likely that, like, he... How do you say, like... There just wasn't a good target so far for Plow.
At the same time, you're trading 1 mana for 1 mana, a card for a card. Your deck has more card advantage built in, and this is a Swords of Plowshares that then is not going to be there for a Magus or a Meddling Mage that you draw in a few turns. So, I just don't think he minds.
Yeah,
he's still going to Brainstorm. You just trade 1 mana cards, and I think that's okay. So you Prismatic Ending, another Snapcaster Mage, and another land. The snaps.
Doing everything.
Yeah. I mean, the next one can come down, flash back the Brainstorm again. We'll see. Yeah, the first Teferi or Nadu is going to get answered by the Blast. But after that, you have to start using Force Wheels and stuff. So, despite things looking good for Wizards, the cards in Guillaume's hand are powerful enough to, get responses. And, Arnaud can go, Blast 1, then Snapcaster, Blast the next one. But then it's a Force. So I guess he's got the first 3 rolled up, but it's, you could run out of cards if, things don't keep flowing in a nice way.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a turn where you'd love to have, some kind of anti-interaction away, like Orim's Chant or Veil of Summer stuff. So he's, representing Veil of Summer here, but, yeah.
Fair. Okay, we see Teferi going down.
I guess he's representing, but also that he has to tap his mana to cast a fairy like that. So. There we go. Snapcaster in. This is the most miracle.
Yeah, I'm doing like Jeskai Wizard at its finest, you know?
Yeah.
Just bunch of lands in play, an only Snapcaster and a million counter spells in hand.
Just stuff. Yeah. Oh, so Guillaume's drawn Memory's Journey as well.
Oof.
So he's drawn Memory's Journey, Dread Return, and Thassa's Oracle.
Oh gosh. Dude.
So I'm on the other side.
Like, don't you want to like play the Thassa maybe, so at least you don't take any damage anymore?
But like it could get swords, and then you can't Cephalid combo. You can still win with Nadu. But he passes the turn. So make a construct, try and trade with the Snapcaster. I like that. I like it. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Don't let like another Snapcaster like this just get the value of blasting a good blue spell. I think that's a really heads up type play from Guillaume there. Just being like, right, I'm going to make a construct, try and trade with a Snapcaster.
Okay.
You could fall behind on tempo here because, again, even at the end of this, your card quality is high, but a blast is going to trade up 1 for 3 mana. So, and you are a bit constrained on mana here.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, this Memory's Journey.
Okay. This is making a construct.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, this
hurts. I guess he targeted Brainstorm, and he's going to target like Brainstorm, Blast, and Swords. Yeah, shuffle this back in, and I guess like this is a kind of way of helping clearing the way for. Okay, he doesn't shove the Blast back in. I guess he could do it next turn if there is another Snapcaster mage. Like he could go. The Saga's coming off. Go and get a Shuko, and then play the Nadu. It's probably maybe what he's setting up.
Oh yeah.
So he's setting up next turn. He could always just draw a Force Will in there as well. I know it has Force, Swords. But, yeah. These Snapcasters, 4-turn clock though, they bite your ankles until you fall over.
Man, yeah. Interesting. Because you could have baited the Memory's Journey with like a Mystic Sanctuary, right? Yeah. Like put like a random, I don't know, like a pawn on top, for example. And if they play the Mystic Sanctuary, you can then Snapcaster Mage in response.
Yeah.
It is like that's you assuming that Guillaume has the one-off Memory's Journey in hand.
Yeah,
it is very unlikely, right?
Yeah. With sending chats, this basic forest is super awkward. It has been a bit like it's going to really constrict what you can double spell as well. I mean, the 3-drops are also constricting what you can double spell with 4 mana, but at the same time, yeah, it like when you leave it up, it doesn't really represent a Flusterstorm or something as well, or a Swords. It's just it's a forest. You might have Veil of Summer, but it's very unlikely. So, all right. So now he baits the Flashback Memory's Journey with a Sanctuary, probably targeting the Red Blast, which Guillaume can't have happen because his whole hand is just revolves around playing blue spells. So that's not the plan. So shuffles them back in. Now he's got like no graveyard, basically, just the Pondering Dead.
Brainstorm, possible.
Yep. Nice eye.
Yeah, no need to cast it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean here, Saga, go and get Shuko. You might be in play Thassa's Oracle land. The mana's so awkward. You can't cast Nadu and Thassa's Oracle. You only have 2 blue. Oh yeah, the basic forest is killing it. Yeah. The Sagas as well, kind of. Yeah. And I think it's a kind of you could totally expect there's like another Snapcaster or a Red Blast, I mean. Okay, it's taking it even slower. Like, I thought we was going to do this last turn. I think, yeah, you just want to make some things to trade with the Snapcasters, get your life total a bit more under control. But, yeah, I think it's just like he needs to find something else to... He has to assume there's more blasts. There's removal spells. Because even a Swords is good against the Nadu if you get it down. You'll get like 2 triggers, the Shuko equipping once, and then the Swords on it. But, like, still not great. The other thing is, it depends if he's left in Cephalid Illusionist. You could see well with the sided out, but the Oracle in hand he's going to play around something like a surgical or other graveyard hate and stuff. So he could be trying to go that avenue. Spell Pierce, Flame of Anor, Source of Ashes. The value train is leaving the station.
Like
Flame here.
Oh, do you just follow up? Do you just follow? Yeah. Do you just follow up with Flame of Honor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
With the Spell Pierce up.
With the Spell Pierce up.
Yeah, I'll kill the Shuko. I like it.
Draw
Draw 2. I would just swords this as well. Like, yeah, you don't want to trade with a Snapcaster. They're killing you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Put them on a 3-turn clock, or like, I guess on a 4-turn clock now. Okay.
Yeah. It's quite reasonable to assume that you'll find like another point of damage somewhere, or you need to source something else, and then it just the clock changes.
Did we check like is Flame of Honor a 4-off in this deck?
Okay, he drew a Cephalid Illusionist.
Cool.
That was what we wanted.
That's a start.
The brainstorm found like
that is a start.
Yeah, found all. We got Marcus in the chat. There's Snapcasters and just Tundras and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! But we'd be so baller if the Flame of Honor is just like a 4-off.
They must be 3 at least. Like he's running them a lot.
Like what other reason do you have to build a Wizard deck if you don't play Flame of Honor?
Yeah, it's a good question to ask myself every morning.
Asami maybe, you know, like a 5 mana O2 dude. That's like among my favorite wizards, dude. Yeah, type of wizard part.
Asami's cool. It's
very excellent.
Cool. Yeah. Good commander. Yeah. Alright. Snapcasters coming back in. Making a construct now. He's probably just gonna swords it again. Because he has removal. Or he might just be fine letting it happen. I think now you just have 1 swords, I would just trade. Yeah, love it. I keep saying love it because he just does everything that I'm thinking. So maybe I'm doing all the wrong plays and yeah. Okay. This is where is he drawn for turn?
On Saga's on 3. So once again, we have like this this breakfast deck is constantly struggling with its mana, right? Like now we have this situation of like, okay, do I make a construct or do I cast a fairy? We can't do both. I personally do like the construct because it doesn't put a spell on the stack, and against a Jeskai deck with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana up.
Yeah. But what if he just goes Flame of Anor again? Your thing. Because it's like, it's 3 mana for 3 mana, because you're tapping 3 your lands, but then they're drawing 2 cards as well, and the Snapcast is still getting in. Your life total is too low that you can't afford to do this kind of thing, I think. I totally agree with it in the turns up until now. But I think I would have liked to have seen playing the spells a bit more, like just trading cards, even if you trade down tempo. He's made constructs that have just died, and then he's traded down on tempo, and now the mana is exacerbated by the mana being awkward. But it's awkward because you've also got all these spells that you can't cast. Like, you want to play Nardu and Teferi, and there's 2 Teferis in there. There's the Thassa's Oracle, which actually 1/3 is good against the 2/1s. So like all these things you want to play, but again, the forest has been super awkward. But yeah, I think I would like to see a bit more jamming here, but I can absolutely see the reasoning why not.
Okay.
Of course, we'll probably just see like a hard cast or a spell pierce here, or a hard cast force will. I like the force because it just uses your mana. Because the spell pierce is probably going to be live for the rest of this game due to the awkwardness of the mana from breakfast. Yep, nice. Now we're going to get the Meticulous Archive. You can also see.
Dude, I gotta say, like, I really like this deck. Like, despite being a Jeskai deck.
I was about to say, everyone you heard it here first.
But this is not the typical like mono 3-drop.
No.
Garbage mana
Fairies
deck. Yeah. This is more like a. How do you call this deck? This is more like a fish deck.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like
it's mid range, right?
It's mid. Yeah. It's mid. You have 1-drops, 2-drops, a few 3-drops. Counter magic,
yeah. What read Romario's question?
I would. Did you say despite being a Jeskai deck?
Jeskai deck's just something about them.
Yeah.
Just. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah. It's just.
Love to hate. But we are sold on this Flame of Anor. It's just so cool. Flame of Arnaud, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know we were hating on Jeskai. Look, you clearly don't listen to Everyday Eternal. We are big time Jeskai haters. But we just think it's bad deck. We don't have a problem with
You don't have a problem, but we kind of do.
Yeah. No, it's always just like, oh, I can't believe I lost to Jeskai.
Yeah, dude.
Flame is great, nice. Kinda is, in my opinion, the best brewer in the world.
Yeah, why is he not in the room?
Yeah, kinda.
What are they doing? Like, why are you watching this stream? They should be playing in the room. They were waiting for you in the top 8, no?
You could have top 8 with assault formation.
I like the reverse one.
Yeah, alright, Arnaud is the good guy in this top 8. Yeah. Yeah.
I think anyone. Like anyone who defeats Naru is the good guy in the room. Like, first of all, rule number 1. Ooh,
Oh,
there's another wizard, Harry.
that is GG.
This is tough because that's gonna turn Guillaume's deck into a gruel deck, gruel mana base.
There goes Minsk and Boo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gosh.
Magus is so good against this deck. Or any Blood Moon effect. It's just, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Did you thought the mana was awkward before?
It was awkward before, and it's even worse now.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Yeah. Oh, Magus is a cool wizard.
I mean, we are gonna cantrip with this lantern.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. He identifies the best spell in the deck as well. Excel, the flame.
Yeah. Come on, basic planes. Nope.
Do you think they even play basic planes?
A good question. Hopefully, like, I mean, I would much rather play basic land than basic forest.
You go down to 1 life.
There's 1 each, yeah.
There is a basic planes.
Hell yeah.
Narcomoeva's not going to do it.
The king!
The king, and we see
And
the
that will
magic.
do it!
Wizards!
Jeskai Wizards in the house. A clean 2-0. I did not expect a 2-0, but
No, me too.
Those were good games.
I think Medley Mage just, like, not stole, because it was a close game regardless, but it was so good game 1 that, like, that's the sideboard card in game 1.
That was great. That was great. I expected long matches. We got the long matches. You guys got the long matches, and we gotta confirm with the other matches, the ongoing matches. But it's possible that we might run into the semifinals
quite quickly,
somewhat soon. Somewhat soon.
I think it's very like. I think there's a good chance this is one of the longest matches. So we're gonna probably run outside, scout, see what's going on, choose a cool thing for you.
Totally.
If anyone has like decks they want to see, I posted the top 8 on my Twitter.
Do you want to read them out again?
Yeah, so I'm just going to read. Oh, we've got the top 8 here. So we'll go and find out who's won the quarters, obviously, first. But if anyone has decks here that you would like to see, Suit combo decks and Wizards tracking through. Yeah. Wizards run it back. I'm not against it.
Yeah, I'm not against it either.
It's cool. Arnaud's like, deck, unique, and playing super well. I'm in for it. So yeah. Guys, we're going to just go take probably like a 5-10 minute roughly break, go and suss the thing out.
Cool.
We'll see.
Yeah,
and,
that was the quarterfinals. Thank you so much. And don't go anywhere because we'll be back.
Just a few minutes.